Good evening, everybody. Today's broadcast is brought to you live from Gatwick Koi HQ. Excuse me. I.e. my conservatory and my man cave. I've got all my bits of scooter memorabilia around me and some koi bits and pieces here and there. Just sometimes I come out here, bottle of red wine. Well, not a bottle of... Yeah, it's a bottle of red wine. I've never had a glass of wine in my life. So I'm not going to try and lie to you there. Just a quick couple of things. Massive thank you to all the people that are really surprised. I didn't realise the YouTube community is just that. It is literally a bit of a community. Big thanks to my mate from down in Portsmouth. Gary, you need to do this, do that, do this. Oh, what was that? One thing at a time, Richard. Oh, God. I've learned so much in 1 week. It's incredible. The one thing I was shown, and I'm not trying to say her, but I do this off the cuff as I do everything. I didn't realise that obviously our YouTube channel is absolutely full of, well, someone said hundreds of thousands. I don't think there's that many fish videos on there. So anything we put on, like the nicer fish, these YouTube channel videos and bits and pieces that we want people to see are going to get lost. So I don't know if you guys realise, but as you look at my YouTube channel, you press playlist, and there's a playlist under there, Gatwick Koi videos and information or something like that. Press that. All the better videos will be going on there so they don't get cluttered up with all the auction. Maybe I should change it around, make an auction thing and just hide all my auction fish in there. I don't know, we'll have to work way around it. So if you want to see all the videos and the best koi, just hit that playlist thing and they're in there. Again, big thanks to everybody. I've had quite a lot of comments and I'm really surprised because I really didn't want to go down this route, but it seems that everybody said I had. Everybody's congratulated me and thanks for the... saying that my face looks a bit thin. I think it looks a bit fatter tonight, but I don't know. If you want to know how I did it, by all means, just drop me a message. I lost a couple of stone now, and I'm not dieting. I've just eaten my dinner. I'm stuffed, but it's salads, it's meat, it's chicken, it's eggs, it's cheese. I've got a lot of guys from back in the day. I had a lot of friends doing martial arts, and they're all still health freaks. And one of my mates just said to me, whatever you do, don't eat anything out of tins in a packet. I said, well, that don't leave anything. He says, yes, it does. It eats meats, chicken, egg, and he listed a lot of things. But the big thing for me was cutting out bread. But this is a koi channel, so let's get back to that. Sorry about that. Tonight's video was basically to say about the playlist. And this weekend, it's auction fever all over Japan. 3 of the best auctions and 3 of my favourite auctions. There's a 4th one, but it's not got an auction. I can't go without saying, Dainichi Toyota is one of my favourite auctions. But this weekend, they've started bidding already. We've put on over 100 bids already because the last one was just horrendous. And I spent 3 days and I won 2 fish. It was quite depressing, but those auctions, you win some, you lose some. So on Monday, they will start to finish at, I think it's 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I'll let you know. I will be putting up Facebook links all over the weekend. If you haven't got me on Facebook, it's Gary Gatwick Koi Smith. So all auctions, links to what's going on. We can bid on any of these auctions for you. So again, this weekend, already opened up bidding is the Dainichi Niigata auction. There's some cracking fish up there. And bearing in mind, I was just about to come on here and say, bearing in mind it's only February. It's not. It's the 1st of March. But when they put these fish on the auction, there's Tosai up there to 45 cm. I mean, bloody hell, 45 cm. Now, bearing in mind, let's say Dainichi didn't put that fish in a mud pond. Sorry. I've only had 1 glass. I'm not drunk yet, so it's not that. Let's just say Dainichi carried on growing that. When do they go out in the mud ponds? April, May, maybe early, very latest June. That's going to be 50 to 53 before it gets in the mud pond. What the hell's it going to be when it comes out of the mud pond? I mean, the Dainichi fish, I will tell you a quick funny story. I had a guy come in, so it still makes me laugh, and I know some of you heard this. A guy come in, and he looked the shop edgy, like he wanted to say something, but he didn't want to say it in front of other customers. And he said, have you got a minute, Gary? He said, those Dainichi fish I bought from you, I've never had nothing like them. One's grown 10 centimetres in 4 months. I've never known growth like it. And I said, I'm sorry, sir, but what do you normally get? I only get about 1 centimetre 2 a year, but them Dainichi, they're flying machines. And I could see one of my customers just walked off and he was grinning his head off. And I said, I'm really pleased you're happy. He said, I'll have some more of them this season, Gary. They're really, really good. So off he went. And my other customer come back. He said, who is that guy? Does he not realise he should be getting 20 to 30 cm on him? I said, listen, his average growth is 1 centimetre to 2 centimetre. He's over the moon that he's getting 10. I know you can get 20, 30 cm bigger, but it's all horses for courses. And that's what a bit like the auction is. If you want some nice fish, you can get them. If you want some really good fish, he's got some absolutely cracking show at Dainichi on this auction. But who knows? You know, there's so many bidding. I mean, I notice now there's a lot more than the British koi dealers are bidding, so it's going to get harder and harder for all of us. But I've always said with auctions, you've got to pick your battle. Excuse me. The next auction, it's on now. It's bidding. Is Mr. Narita's #1 auction, and a lot of the fish, if not all of them, excuse me, I haven't checked it yet, are able to go into the All Japan Young Koi Show. That's not the baby show, not the 35 cm, it's the next one up. So you might be able to pick up a nice fish from that. Again, I'll be putting the link up for that later tonight, or maybe, no, probably will do later tonight or tomorrow morning, again on my Facebook. The third one is, I'd like to say it's for the nutters, but I usually get 1 or 2 fish, but the quality and the fish are mental. It's the southern, I call it the Southern Breeders. I think it's got is it Shinjinku or so? I can't remember. But it's all the Southern Breeders. You've got Momotaro, Sakai and Co, Omasako, Mike from Yumikoi Japan's got a few fish in there. Matsue, Kibi, the guy who breeds the Marmite fish, the Goshki Sankis, he's got a few fish in there. All the big players are in there and all their fish. And again, there's some in there that can go in for the All Japan Young Show. So I don't think it's going to be a cheap event by any stretch of the imagination. So if you need any bids put on those fish, the Breeders' auction finishes tomorrow. The Southern Breeders' auction finishes tomorrow. That link is already on Gary Gatwick Koi Smith. It's under the Matsue thing, but the link for the whole is advertising a couple of his fish. But the link at the bottom where he's put his little bit, that's the link for the whole auction tomorrow. When I go back in there, I will put the Narita link up. And the Dainichi, all you've got to do is go onto Dainichi Koi Farm and hit that. Don't forget to translate it to English. Don't sit there trying to translate kanji. You will be there. And the 3 days of auction on Wednesday will be finished before you've translated the first line. So anyway, this production tonight is brought to you from Coates de Ron. Big G recommends £5.95 or £6 I think it is from the co-op. I'm not a wine connoisseur. It's big. It's bold, it's big-bodied, and it's really boisterous. I guess you can see why I like it. Okay, and take care of yourselves. Good night, and cheers. Speak to you soon.